As we talk about addition today, we're going to be very systematic with our addition instruction. When students are working on the foundational content related to addition, we're going to be very explicit with our instruction. That is, we want to make our instruction clear. And we do this so that students can have a strong foundation in addition and be able to engage in transfer and inquiry. So I'm going to focus a lot here so that students can be able later to do the math. So what are some of the major concepts of addition? We are going to talk about each of these three major concepts. First, we're going to talk about the conceptual meanings of addition, thinking about total versus join. Then we'll talk about what this looks like with addition facts, and then what are some of those properties of addition that are important for students to explore. So let's get started with thinking about total versus join. Now, when students work in addition, one of the ways that they interpret addition, and I'll call this one of the concepts of addition, is the total interpretation. Here we have parts that are put together for a total. And some of you might call this part whole or combine. Today I will call it total, but we're talking about the same thing. In a total interpretation of addition, I have a set, so here's a set of 2. And then I have another set. Here's a set of 4. And what am I going to do? I'm going to put those sets together for a total. So 2 plus 4 equals 6. So we just talked about the total interpretation of addition. We now need to think about the join interpretation of addition. Here with the join, I have a set, and that set is increased. I join some to this singular set. Some people call this a change increase problem. So for our same problem here, 2 plus 4 equals 6, I want you to imagine that I have this set. Maybe even put it in my hand right there. And then to that set, I am adding 4 more. So I have 2, and then I count down 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 plus 4 is 6. Now let's think about how we could use some of our hands-on tools to help students see the difference between total and join problems. Let's think about this problem 3 plus 4. First, I'm going to interpret that with these motors, thinking about the total interpretation. So first, I have a set of 3, and then I have a set of 4. So I'll go ahead and get 4 motors out here. And what am I going to do? I'm going to put them together for a total. So students should have practiced literally putting these together and then counting the total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So remember, for that total interpretation, we have separate sets, and what do? We put them together for a total. Now that's going to be different than our join interpretation. And with the join interpretation, I imagine that I have a set of objects. I'm going to go ahead and get out a paper plate here to show a set, all right? So I'm going to put 3 on that set. Now it's a single set, and now I'm going to add to this set. I'm going to join some items to the set. So instead of counting all, I'm going to count on. So we have 3, and how many are we going to add? 4, 5, 6, 7. So now how many do I have? Well, now we have 7. So when I have that total interpretation of addition, I put things together for a total. But when I have that change interpretation of addition, we start with a set and we add on to that set. Using manipulatives, just like the manipulatives that I just used, is really helpful for students so that they see the action of a total versus the action of joining to a set. Now, both the total and join interpretations of addition are equally important, so you need to emphasize both of these concepts while teaching. That brings us to activity number 1. In this activity, I would like you to think about total and join. So what is your definition of that? And what would it look like to model this problem, total and join? And then what would it look like to model this problem, total and join? Think about some of the drawings or hands-on tools or virtual manipulatives that you might use so that students really understand these two different interpretations of addition.